And I drove from Memphis to be here today because it's faster than walking. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Happy to be here. Let's start out with a tune called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. Thank you very much. That's a tune called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. The Platters did that one, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to play another song that the Platters did. This one's called Twilight Time. dancing, great dancing. That's Twilight Time. My name's Tim the Piano Man. This is my first time here. I feel very welcome. And I fear, well, my fear is fading away very slowly. Thank you. Great dancing, y'all. This one's called Polka Dots and Moonbeams. Thank you. Thank you. What a great audience. Thank you very much. My name is Tim the Piano Man. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a request of a song that you'd like to hear, please let me know, and if I know it, I will play it. Now, if I don't know it, I'll play something else.
Say it. Say it.
Rocky Top. I'll play it. Yes, sir, absolutely. Wow. And great dancers. Let's see. If you like that last one, you might like this one too. dancing, y'all. One, two, three. you. What a great audience. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a request, just let me know, and if I know it, I'll play it. And if I don't know it, I'll play it anyways. We did that one earlier. That's a good one. We might do that one later, too.
You might need to close with that one.
If I know it, I'll play it. If I don't know it, I will play something else. For Elise by Beethoven. Yes, I'll do a... Well, I think that I can accommodate your request regardless. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Oh, hey, everybody. Hey, good to see y'all back here. I'd like to play a song now called I Found My Thrill. Where? That's right, that's right. Great dancing, great audience.
Can you play In the Mood?
In the Mood. Glenn Miller Orchestra. Yes, ma'am. That's a good one. Not only is it a good one, but I'll play it right now. What a great audience. What a great audience. This one's called Sentimental Journey. Thank you very much. Wow, what a great audience. Thank you very much. Thank you. That one is Sentimental Journey. My name is Tim the Piano Man. I'm a piano player from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm thrilled to be here today with y'all. What a great group. What a great audience. And also, what a great piano. I'm enjoying playing this piano. This is a nice piano. This is like driving a luxury car. Remember, if you have a request, just write it on something small like a $100 bill and put it in my pocket.
Rocky Top.
Rocky Top, hey, that's a good one. We might do that one as the last song today. I got time for a couple more. Anybody else?
How great thou art.
How great thou art. That's a fantastic request. Not only is it a fantastic request, but I also know how to play it. Hey, I understand that here in Nashville, y'all have a German town. In Memphis, we have a German town as well. I'll tell you a story about that last request. I said, does anybody have a request? And somebody said, how great thou art. And I played it, and I thought it sounded pretty good. But then a gentleman from Germantown, he says, well, it's about time they played a song about me. And I said, oh my goodness, I can't believe he said that. And I said, is your name Art? He said, no. And everybody was looking at him, and I don't think he was very popular that day. Anyways, here's that beautiful hymn that you requested, ma'am. Thank you very much. What a great audience. That's a beautiful hymn. Thank you for requesting that. I'd like to play a gospel tune now that I learned in Memphis. Thank you very much. You sound great. You sound great.
You ever play Rocky Top?
Rocky Top. I don't know that one.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Of course I'll play that one. In fact, I got time for about one more, so why don't we do Rocky Top?
Oh boy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, everybody. That's it for me for today. My name's Tim, the Piano Man. This is my first time here. I had a great time. If you had a great time as well, be sure to thank Miss Kate over here for having me out, for booking me. If you did not have a great time, then that's on me. But I had a great time, so thank you very much. Thank you, folks. Yes, sir.
I thank you and I thank God for you because there's not too many gifted like you are, and I've been here 10 years.
Thank you, sir.
But God's looking after you.
Thank you very much. It's a
very
blessing.
gifted.
It's a blessing to be able to share the gift of music.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Kate. I appreciate it. I'll be in touch. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hey, you must have paid extra for this front row seat here.
We love you.
Oh, thank you.
All of us love you.
What a fantastic group. Yes, ma'am. All right. Gotta keep going. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, it was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You're here in Nashville?
Memphis.
Memphis.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Drove from Memphis today because it's faster than walking.
Okay. Well, we enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You'll probably hear me. Oh,
Excellent.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your request.
Come back.
Thank you. I'd like that very much. Thank you, man. Thank you. Good.
From 100 years ago. Wow. And I enjoyed that. And the one song that I love to be sung by people is when they ring the golden bells for me and you. You know that.
I don't know that particular hymn, but that's a good one.
It is a good one. You need to use that one sometime.
Okay.
When they ring the golden bells for you and me.
Thank you.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
Thank you very much. It was a good concert. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Hey, how are you?
Thanks for coming.
Sure. I would like that. See y'all next time. Ooh, yeah. Wow, lot of great feedback. Thank you. Thank you for joining, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. A lot of great feedback. Glad I had this extra bottle of water. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm glad I have this extra bottle of water because it's hot today in Nashville and I'm wearing my blazer. It's hot today in Nashville and I'm wearing my blazer. Sometimes I'll sacrifice comfort for style. Other times I'll sacrifice style for comfort, but usually I'm more of a comfort for style guy. What about y'all? Do y'all prefer comfort to style or style to comfort? What's your mix? So if you were just tuning in, then you heard me playing the piano. That was a nice piano. I'm glad I got to play it. That was a kawaii. That's a Japanese piano. Not a kawaii. It's a kawaii without an I, without a double I. Thank you, Roblox Tricks. Appreciate you. Y'all check out Roblox Tricks' channel because I'm guessing that you got some Roblox tricks, and if you're into Roblox, then you need some Roblox tricks, right? I appreciate y'all for liking and subscribing. today I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. And in Nashville, Tennessee, I'm playing piano gigs. I thought that I had this extra water bottle. It's getting hot today. Once it starts getting hot in April, it's basically gonna be hot until what, September, mid-September, and then you have a little bit of autumn and then winter. Is this improv jazz? I do improv jazz, yes. Improv jazz. Which is so much fun. It keeps me interested in what I'm playing. If I was playing it the same time or the same way every time, it wouldn't be as fun for me. I'm a little tired because my my adoptive parents had this party last night, and I didn't get to sleep in a timely manner. Maybe get about 6 hours. And usually that's fine for me, like 1 day a week, especially if I have an extra cup of coffee. But I didn't have my extra cup of coffee today, so I'm slacking a little bit, and the heat is not helping. But you know what? I'm super grateful to be able to have the opportunity to play piano full time. Like, that's my job. That's the job, and I hired myself, so I can control the pricing too. Very grateful. Here in Nashville, in Tennessee, in the United States, traffic is pretty serious. So I was really happy to see that my next gig is only 15 minutes away. Only 15 minutes. It starts in 30. Let's see. Eres el mejor tocando el piano, says Cacahuatito. I think that means like you are better tocando on the piano. I don't know what tocando is, but thank you very much. Slavasrab sent me some nice emojis. Thank you. Devarin Singh says, play Claire de Lune. Oh, I do have a version of that track, but I didn't see your request. What I gotta see is, I need to see your request, and then I have to know it. And then thirdly, it has to be appropriate to play at a nursing home. Those are the criteria. Excuse me. I was tempted to stop at the Dunkin' Donuts for an extra cup of coffee, but too many people in line. There's a lot of people in Nashville. Let's see. Jotaro Kuju, thank you for joining again, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. It's always nice to see you. The screen looks a little blurry. See if I can take care of that. Devarin Singh, play Flight of the Bumblebee. I do have a version that I play sometimes. It's a little better. Ooh, gotta get over. Gotta get over. You got to try. Make it out alive. Yes, I'm just making that up. I don't sing professionally. I did have a project called the Apollo Project where I thought I was going to be this great songwriter, and I didn't do it enough to get really good at it. I didn't understand how long it would take to get good at it, or to get enough iterations to get good at it. The reason that I play piano and that I got good at piano, and I will give myself that, like, I'm a good piano player. I don't think I'm great. I think I could become great. But the reason I got good at piano, good enough to get paid at least, is because I would get paying gigs. I would get paying gigs, and that would sustain me so I could play and get paid and eat dinner. So that helped. Elizabeth Stanhope, thank you for joining. I'm glad that you enjoyed that hymn. Yes, this last group, they had some requests for hymns, so I played some hymns. Also, it's Good Friday, so that's another reason to play hymns. Yes, says W Musician. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for subscribing, everybody. Ooh, somebody whose screen name is too long for me to currently read because I'm driving says that you did a Call of Duty Battle Royale while listening to my live earlier. That is epic! Thank you very much for saying that. I wonder, that's epic. I wonder if there's something there. Maybe Call of Duty needs my piano music as a soundtrack. You know, forget the war drums, man. Forget the war drums. Maybe we need some relaxing classical and jazz. Tea. So I like tea because I like tea, something like that. Okay, that's enough of that. If I crash and die trying to read that screen name, then that'll be my own fault. One thing that I like about YouTube is that it treats me like an adult, and it lets me keep my stream going when I'm driving in between gigs, because I want people to see what I do and what this lifestyle is like. It's great playing piano at retirement communities. I play about 6 gigs a month. Check out Easy Piano Gigs on Amazon if you want to get the book on how I do it. If you're a piano player, you can make money playing piano at retirement communities. I do this full time and I make a good income. I'm super grateful. Super grateful to y'all for tuning in. Apparently now my piano music is Battle Royale, Call of Duty soundtrack material. So I'm pretty chuffed about that. Pretty chuffed. Nashville traffic is bad. Much worse than Memphis. But you know what? There's probably places in the world that are much worse than this. LA in the United States, New York, traffic is probably much worse. I've never driven outside of North America. I've driven some in Canada. Did some driving in Canada when I was with the Ghost Town Blues Band. I think I might have done some driving in Mexico when I visited there 12 years ago. Went to the Yucatan and we did like Cancun and Merida and enjoyed it. Chichen Itza. That was a great trip. But other than that, I don't think I did any driving now that I think of it, because we were just taking taxis, maybe rentals. But I haven't really driven in other parts of the world, so maybe this traffic is like a dream come true. Maybe being able to drive comfortably at 67 miles an hour is a dream come true. I've never driven in China. I've never driven in London or Paris or Jakarta. I have zero experience driving on the left side of the road. Here in the States, we drive on the right-hand side of the road. But it's a blessing. It is. Excuse me. I am really wanting my second cup of coffee for the day. My next gig starts in 19 minutes. What would you do if cars are flyable in 2035, says Divineful. Mwah. Mwah. Beautiful question. Beautiful question. I love it. Here's how I would answer that. I'm skeptical. In 10 years, I'm skeptical. Because what we are discovering is that as technology advances, privacy decreases. If there's a way have a flying car while maintaining my privacy, then I'll continue to do that. Privacy is important to me, which is weird because I'm broadcasting on the internet right now, but that's part of my business. You know, the rest of my life I like to keep private because that's important to me. It's something that I feel like needs to be protected. Maybe if I find out that a flying car is a good trade-off, I'll consider it, provided I have the funds. In 10 years, yeah, I think, didn't a streamer, IShowSpeed, didn't he get in a flying car in China when he did his China trip? I think he did. So the technology is there. How long will it take before it is, easily adoptable and easily affordable? 10 years, I think it would be a safe bet that it'll be very, very popular. I'm fairly simple. I like my 2012 Honda Civic. I like it. It's a gas car. I think that's a beautiful thing. Gas is, you can't control gas on a grid. You can keep it in a jug in your barn. If you have a barn. I don't have a barn, but if I had a barn, I would keep gasoline in a jug in my barn. And, I was not born in Memphis in Tennessee. I wasn't born a redneck or a good old boy. I was born in Boston, Massachusetts, but there's a lot that I really appreciate about living in Memphis, Tennessee. And I have adopted many Southern aphorisms into my vocabulary because I think that they're very useful. So yes, I would keep gas in a jug in the barn. Hello, piano bestie, Lily Love 2023. Hey, how are you? Thank you for joining. We're just chatting in between gigs right now. Lily Love 2023, what piano are you working on these days? What pieces are you working on? Staying hydrated in between gigs. I'm driving to my 4th gig today. I did Springfield, which is north of Nashville, and then Franklin, which is south of Nashville. And then I did Brentwood. And now I'm going to Nashville proper to play my 4th gig. Is it hard to get gigs like this? How do you know if you have enough skill to complete them? Says Sapere Aude. Please forgive my mispronunciation. I don't think that was correct at all. It's not hard to get these gigs. I wrote an ebook on it, Easy Piano Gigs. You can get that on Amazon anywhere in the world, Easy Piano Gigs. And you can get the Kindle version for like $10 US. It's not hard. What you got to do, the bare minimum is you need a set of music about 50 to 60 minutes.